Hello, the Soul Tribe, and welcome back to my channel, The African Gypsy. For those who've joined me for the very first time, well, welcome on board. Please be sure to subscribe and tap the little bell icon so that you can be notified each and every time I post a new video, because I do post regularly. Right, I'm here with the weekly psychic forecast for the next 7 days. This will be covering from the 29th of November till the 6th of December. Let's see what kind of energies are coming through. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate each and every one of my soul tribe. And if you'd like to book a personal reading, my details will be in the description box down below. My email address is empressvibes@gmail.com. So you can get a hold of me right there and we can schedule your booking or your cleansing session. Right, what does the collective need to know for the next 7 days? Vacation. Wow. So Spirit is saying many of you, excuse me, are going to need to take some sort of a holiday. Maybe you're feeling a bit burnt out. You've thrown everything you can at a situation and you might be feeling like you really need a break. And most people think, okay, no, that doesn't make sense, sunshine. I haven't even reached my objectives. How can I even be thinking of taking a break? Yet you actually make more progress by stepping back and then realigning, getting back into the situation. All right, and then we're told oneness is my true nature. So you're the kind of person that, let's put this right over there, that really feels fulfilled and at peace when everyone is at harmony, where everything's working in harmony. So that is your true nature. You're not a person who likes arguments and conflicts and all of that. You'd much rather prefer a situation where things are working well. I see someone might be having sleepless nights, having a lot of self-hatred, self-loathing and all of that, blaming yourself or over-exaggerating a situation. Sorry, just moving around right here. So the next message I get here is the Daughter of Swords. Like I said, with the sleepless nights, then we have the owl coming out. So someone is definitely in that night owl energy, staying up late at night to figure things out, to plan, pray, prepare, and all of that. So you're also being described, for many of you watching this video, as a person who's very honest and full of insight. So when this message comes out, there's someone who has a lot of honesty and insight in that, takes a very far in life, and people truly value you for your frankness. You've learned, and you learn a lot of things from keen observation. It's almost as if you never stop watching, so to speak, you know, like the owl always seems to have his eyes wide open. You never seem to stop watching. And sometimes this becomes a burden for you because you take in every little detail, every little influx, every little changing energy, everything. You're aware of everything around you, whether you're consciously tapping into it or not. So sometimes it can become a burden for you. But you can't help noticing this or that, or what of the small detail, or what could have been done in this other way. So there's a potential for you to probably hold on to these experiences and become spiteful and judgmental because you might be thinking, oh, this should have happened that way. This is like the energy of someone who's like a perfectionist who always sees how things could have been done better. It's good to observe, to see what could be improved on, but it could be detrimental because you might miss the bigger picture that actually something was actually done right because you're busy looking at the smaller details of what wasn't done right. All right, let's get into the main body of your reading and see what is coming up for the next 7 days for the collective. Clear, concise messages, please, for the collective. Next 7 days, what does the collective need to know? Okay, someone's going to need to stand their ground, hold their position, stick to some decision they've made. I'll put this right up here. You might need to be very vigilant, aware of your surroundings, hold your ground. This is a warrior who's been through a lot of battles. I mean, so many ones already standing behind him. And he's standing forward, ready for the next challenge, ready for the next phase, planning, praying, preparing, mapping out a strategy. I'd say this guy might be looking at footprints, looking at how something went and planning the next strategy, the next way forward. So this is a state of readiness, again, standing your ground. All right, what does the collective need to know for the next 7 days? Someone may be going through a lot of regret. Someone's regretting fighting with you, fighting and conflict. And 5-5, I'm being told that expect positive changes. The changes that you're praying for are on their way in the next 7 days. And someone else is in a lot of regret for having caused this conflict energy, this fighting, this unnecessary competition. They're now regretting their actions, having a lot of remorse and thinking, I shouldn't have done that. We had 2 characters coming up on their knees. So maybe someone has actually been brought to their knees by a situation. Boom, the Tower comes in first, right at the center of the spread. So they're shocking revelations that are there to help you to course correct, because Spirit has seen that you're obviously going on a path that has begun to lack guidance in some way, or whatever started off as a good journey. New facts have come up and there's a need for you to dismantle the old title you had given to a journey or whatever it was and rename it something else. This is an act of God where God steps in and reveals the saboteurs, reveals whatever has not been working in your best interests. The truth comes running out, but naked right there. Truth comes out. Crossing your path, again, that sadness, that regret, that remorse. I feel for someone else, someone is getting over some sort of depression. Over the next 7 days, you may be healing over the depression of whatever was revealed to you as a shock, whatever shocking information came towards you. For many of you, this information has already arrived. For some of you, it is coming depending on where you are in your timeline. Remember, time is fluid. At the top of your mind, you're really thinking about having your good, being on top of your game, living the soft life, because you've earned a lot of respect. But some chapter is not yet quite done. Something is not quite done. There's a world is not finished yet. There's still maybe one more lesson to learn in a situation before moving forward. You're listening to your intuition, your gut feeling. Even as the Tower moment came in, it's led you to go deeper within and listen to your gut and just really listen to the inner callings, the little inner nudges. They might not make sense, but they're usually relevant. Intuition is a lot like having a dream. Now, sometimes dreams can come through with a solution before the problem has even appeared. And you're like, well, that's not my story. Why would I say that? I've used this example before. If you've been watching my channel for a while, it's like opening a book and you start saying, and so they decided to gather the treasure chest and do A, B, C. And you're like, well, why would I do that? That doesn't make sense. The solution has come before you've been made aware of the situation at hand, which is in the earlier chapters. So that may be what's coming up there, with your intuition. Listen to your intuition, even if you feel like you don't have the full facts. There's a reconciliation coming up for some people. It doesn't have to be only in love. It could very well be a reconciliation with a lover or a friend, family, colleague, whatever it may be. But there's a partnership coming up in the next 7 days, partnership, union, coming together. And for some people, this could be a total shock, like, oh gosh, I didn't think this would come. So someone is out of the season of sitting back and contemplating an offer that's arrived at their doorstep. They know all the changes they need to make to whatever strategy or plan they're working on, so that they can move forward with more strength and grace and gratitude, I'm being told. That's interesting. All right, let's see. There's a lot of victory and success in your environment. Even though something is unfinished, I'm being drawn to almost say that the unfinished symphony, it just ends where it ends. And in its incompleteness, it's complete like that. So there's victory coming up, acknowledgement, being celebrated, being held in high esteem. And in your mind, you're wanting to make a decision. You're making the decision, the bold and conscious decision to become more fruitful, more prosperous, live a softer life and all of that, because you realize that you've earned the respect that you've got. You've earned your place in the sun, and you're making certain decisions. You're seeing that there have to be necessary changes. Some things cannot remain the same. Yeah, I thought I saw the sleepless night try and peek out earlier from the other deck. Some of you might, in the next 7 days, be going through a lot of indecision, sleepless nights, because obviously there's a decision to be made, and you want to make sure that it's the best decision ever. So someone is really praying and for divine intervention. That's what judgment is. Divine intervention to come through and settle a situation. We already have like 6 major arcana coming through into this reading for this week, which tells me that something is fated. Something was already pre-written from the beginning of time. which is written that when you get to this juncture in your life, A, B, and C will be playing out. All right, let's clarify here. Let's find out what is going on with the collective. What is the obstacle, firstly? The obstacle is someone being childish or childlike about making a decision, maybe not wanting to make a decision, and that may cause some sadness because of not wanting to move forward. Yeah, okay, talking of moving forward, but you are going to be going on a journey. You are going to be, for some it's a literal journey, for some it's some movement forward coming through, and you may have a juggling act about it. And for some of you, I feel that you may finally actually be getting some sort of financial support that you need that's going to allow you to move forward. This is for a couple of you. All right. There's some unscrupulous youngster out to cause trouble for you, but intuitively you already know it. You know that someone's a trouble causer. Someone is acting childish. Someone wants to have a little hissy fit. Someone generally disregards other people and abuses or tramples on other people's beliefs and all of that without giving any regard, without even thinking twice. And you already intuitively know it. So this can't move forward because you already know, and some may be gossiping. There might be a lot of loose talk and gossip and all of that. Someone prying into your affairs. The Page of Swords is typically a spy, someone, but it looks like you're catching this person. You're finding out who's been all up in your business, who's been wanting to find out a lot about you and all of that. Someone's having sleepless nights about a partnership that may be on the cards. And they're asking themselves, is this really the right thing to do? Or am I not acting childish by reconnecting with this person or going into this partnership, whatever it may be? But it looks like this partnership may be a wish come true for many of you. 9-9 means that this thing is about to happen. We have a quad 9, guys, on the board already. 9-9-9-9. So something is about to go down in the next 7 days. It's about to happen in the 3D. Something is really about to happen. You're closing off a very painful chapter in your life, and this is possibly a wish come true for you. It's something that you've wanted because you were in a cycle where, see, from a 9 to a 10, there's a close off of a cycle. So in the first part of the week, or maybe towards the end of last week, some cycle wasn't quite complete, but as the week progresses, the cycle is closing out, 9 into the 10. So someone's having sleepless nights, being haunted by a lot of unknown variables. This is the birds pecking at them and just hovering around, but you've got the one white shadow bird there, some hope, some light, inspiration coming in the midnight hour when you've been stressing. The 10, this is someone looking at a valley full of crows and looking at a situation that's dead, that's finished. Maybe taking one last look. It's like that moment when you're looking out the window and say, whew, right, I have to take time to acknowledge what this chapter has brought. What have I learned? What have I processed? How have I grown? How has this been of benefit for me, if it was of any benefit? How do I move forward? And you're looking at this valley, you're standing by the window and just having, you were all talking about, oh, my life flashed before me. It's one of those where the past few weeks, months, years flashed before you, and you're collating all the details, putting them in the proper place, acknowledging everything that's happened and giving yourself closure and moving forward towards a new partnership. And this is something you're wishing for. It's a wish come true. First you're crying about it, then you realize that, no, it's actually, first you're crying, then you're like, okay, no, it's actually a wish come true. This has freed me up. And then you're closing off the painful chapter. It could also be, as you close off the painful chapter, you're going straight to your wish fulfillment. 9-10-9 could be significant for someone. 9-9-9-9-10 as well could be significant for someone else. All right, let's find out what other intel do we have for the collective here. This is one of those late night reads. All right, what is the key? Yeah, you're at a crossroads and it's time to take a different path. So many of you have taken the time to just sit there, contemplate, plan, see which way to go forward, what you need to do, how things need to look, weighing up your options. If I go left, this is what I'll get. If I go right, this is what I'll get. Excuse me. So both of these, let me hold them up for you. Both of these are an energy of people in contemplation. So the key could be that you're in contemplation, and it might actually be necessary. You're not more productive by always running up and down like a bumblebee or flying up and down like a bumblebee. Sometimes it's in stillness, in quiet, that strategies are released to you, a divine strategy is released to you, or that you recognize offers coming in for you, then you're able to move forward with more strength and confidence and making informed decisions as you move forward in your future. In your environment, oh, okay, let me get another one for the foundation here. So you're at a crossroads, maybe having conflicting thoughts about a truth that's come out. The world has come out twice, so some cycle is definitely closing out. So you're closing off some cycle, going towards a lot more freedom or independence, whatever that may mean to you, but still having sleepless nights nonetheless. Is that good adrenaline rush, when you know something has to be done, but you have to gear yourself up, and it might mean the late nights, the sleepless nights have come out like 3 times, and nines. Now we've actually got, we had 4 nines, now we've got 6 nines, 7 nines on the board. So something is about to go down in the next 7 days. The cycle is closing out, the truth is out, and there might be internal conflict, or you might be conflicted about what you're finding out. Let's see, what is the conflict here? Is it internal or is it with others? Conflict about a journey, conflict about a direction to take. The 2 ones coming up here. We've got 2, 2, 2 coming up as well. So important decisions coming up, even things to do with partnership. But it looks like you're going to be moving forward, making a decision to move forward, to take action, to take back, to regain control of your life, control of your narrative, and say, you know what? I am the author of this here book here. I am the one who's holding the pen, and you're not going to have someone out there making decisions for me. Yeah, if someone's making a decision to move forward and lay something to rest, that's the decision they're making, and this is the wish fulfillment. So it's the same theme that came up there, desiring to lay something to rest, to close off some cycle. You are the author of your own life, because when you're listening to everyone else around you, yes, it's very wise to gather intel and gather counsel from all around, but you need to also be aware, okay, for the World Cup season being here, of stopping the ball from play because someone has sounded a whistle from the stadium, not from the stands, and there you are, you stop playing, and the referee's like, well, you had a clear shot. What happened there? Why did you stop? You're like, oh, I heard a whistle, and the referee's like, well, that whistle didn't come from you. I don't know what you were listening to, but you've missed an important shot here because you're listening to everyone else around you and not the people that you should actually be listening to. This example came channeled to me a few hours ago as I was just contemplating and meditating and getting into the message for the week ahead. So there's victory and success. Oh, at the bottom of the deck, there's a new job or money coming, signing of important contracts, agreements, and paperwork. So it could be like a bittersweet situation. You're happy, you're sad, you're getting stability. Some of you are getting some sort of a commitment, stability, something that you've really wanted, something that's stable. In your 4th house, your 4th house is being blessed and the success coming through. Some of you may be dealing with the Capricorn as well in the process as you're doing all of this. We're also getting nearing Capricorn season as well. Someone wants to go out with their friends, their soul tribe, people who just don't judge them, people who get them, who love them for who they are. I just had a sip of my tea here. Okay, what else is going on in your environment? So someone may be heartbroken by issues to do with family, feeling stabbed in the back, feeling betrayed, but still having a success nonetheless. Someone's conquering some sort of devilish system. Could have been a generational curse that was going through your bloodline, and you're breaking those negative cycles, you're breaking those patterns in the next week ahead, and there's victory and success to do with that. This is with the devil all turned over on his head. He's not able to dance the jig over your blessings anymore. And now, in strong intuition, you've got very strong intuition about something going down. Let's find out a bit more. What is the 3 of Swords here? What's the 3 of Swords? See how fast it came out. To do with justice. Someone's praying for justice. Someone very intelligent, looking at things, taking a close look at things, seeing things, and there could be a bit of heartbreak as justice comes in. But what is this here? But balance is coming in, and you're going to have a reason to celebrate. So there's a bittersweet situation coming up, something you're going to be happy about, but also feeling a bit sad about all at the same time. Let's see, what is your intuition telling you? Because you've got strong intuition.